Hey guys, and welcome back to another new Animal Crossing New Horizons video. I'm Crossing Channel, and in today's video we're going to be looking at some new clips for Animal Crossing New Horizons. These have appeared from different Nintendo sources, so I thought it'd be cool to look at each scene and go over some of the cool things that we can see. So let's get straight into that. First of all, we have this scene of the player sitting outside the house, and I gotta say the house looks very snazzy. You can see that island's a little bit more developed here, and I think it looks good. We can also see that customized furniture that we have seen a few times in other commercials and clips. It looks very good. Here we have a scene of a player actually watering their flowers and such. Very cool. A few interesting details I noticed here is we've got some of the hybrids that we know from previous games, and also some new hybrids, those pink ones. And also the door doesn't have a window on it. I find that's kind of strange but cool. In this next scene, we have Goldie's birthday party, or maybe it's the player's birthday party. I really can't figure this one out. It's actually my favorite scene in the whole of this video, I think. It just looks really cool, and I love seeing the animals looking so happy and obviously having more interaction. I think the animals in general look really good in this game. They've done such a good job modeling them and making them feel up to date with the new game, which I think is great. It's just a bit of a shame that Goldie doesn't have anyone else here at the party with her. It seems kind of sad. I don't know where her friends are, but hey, I'm sure she's gonna have a good time anyway. Also, interestingly, if you look in the back, that happy birthday sign has two little birds on it, which is obviously a reference to the bulletin board where the little birds will appear anytime there is a new piece of information. And villager birthdays will also appear on the bulletin board as far as I know, so that's pretty cool. The next scene shows the player digging up a fossil. The fossils look really good in this game. They kind of look like candy to me, which I find kind of funny. I think it suits Animal Crossing very well though, and I love the sort of wilderness of this scene, you know, it suits the game's vibe incredibly well. Here's a more interesting scene where we can actually see the player doing some terraforming. Looks good. You can obviously have a river that is only 2 tiles wide, which is something entirely new for Animal Crossing. And you could even have one that's 1 tile wide, but I guess it wouldn't really be much of a river then, would it? It'd be a stream. In this next one, we just have a player sitting and enjoying the wilderness. I love scenes like this because Animal Crossing New Horizons is all about the deserted island life, so I think it looks really cool. I don't think there's any other Animal Crossing game where you'd have a scene that feels so empty, and I mean that in a good way. When I say empty, I don't mean it in a bad way. It fits this game so well, it fits Animal Crossing so well, and I really like that. Moving on, these ones aren't as high quality because they were kind of taken from like the screens on the trailers, but they're still cool, so I wanted to show them off. We have a bunch of friends here fishing on the pier, which looks cool. I can't wait to actually get together with people and play. This next scene shows those same friends taking a photo on the beach. We can also see Sahara in the back. You can see her wandering around the island, and of course, she will sell you rugs, which is very useful, and carpets and wallpapers, so it's going to come in handy. This next scene doesn't really show off anything special, but I liked it so much because this is literally going to be our view in under a month from now. We'll be seeing all the cherry blossoms if you're using that hemisphere, of course. So I'm really excited about that. Of course, people in the southern hemisphere will be seeing fall, I'm pretty sure, which is cool. I definitely would like to visit someone's town, island in the other hemisphere. So I'm just excited about cherry blossoms, they're my fave. We have 2 more scenes that were actually posted on Twitter by Nintendo. We have one that shows off touch controls are confirmed for the bulletin board, and you can see you can actually draw on the bulletin board now, which I think is really handy. I never really used the bulletin board much in Animal Crossing, maybe at the start of the game where I could leave a funny message on a friend's board, but I might use it more now that I can actually draw on it because I just find that so funny and charming. I'm sure people can do a lot of devious things with that. In the next scene, we can actually see Ed's house, and this scene is all about camera control. I wanted to show it off just because of the aesthetic of his house. It's so interesting to me. His house definitely did not look like this in Animal Crossing New Leaf. You can also see that is a picture of him up on the fireplace. Very arrogant to have a picture of himself up there, but hey, you know what, that's a pretty sick selfie. I like it a lot. What's really interesting about his photo is it's different in Animal Crossing New Leaf. It looks like all the photos will be new and they'll match their New Horizons looks, which is cool. But just in general, even the framing and the design of it looks really different. I think that's worth noting. This scene also does play some music, which I like a lot. So the KK slider music is basically the exact same as it was in other games, which I'm definitely very happy about. So those were basically all the clips to go over in this video. It was a lot of fun to check them out, and I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to help support the channel, click the join button down below the video to become a member of the Bob's Gang. You can get a bunch of really cool perks for doing so, and it helps me out a whole bunch too. Thank you guys so much for watching that video. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like. You can also subscribe for more Animal Crossing content, and of course on March 20th we will be starting our journey to Kokomo Island. I hope you guys are ready for episode 1 of Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm so excited, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Thank you very much for watching.